I'm ready.
Get off your phone. We're live right now. What's up, guys?
Hey, guys.
Chaz and Trista here for our weekly chill session with y'all. We're going to give you guys just a minute while I get this screen popped up for our chat.
I was texting the babysitter, so
I guess that's an okay excuse.
You can't really.
That's an okay excuse. Wow, what's up, chat?
We just looked at the chat.
Got y'all in here already. Oh no, we're competing with HQ.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
We're not giving away money today.
You know, you're only going to win like 6 cents, right?
Sometimes they do the big giveaways.
Maybe.
All right, let me get this open. What is up? Drop a comment below. Let us know if you are able to hear and see us okay. Where's my second window? There's my second window. All right.
Yay.
We're in.
Make
We're
that
live.
Smaller.
We're good.
There we go.
Boom.
Trisha, you catched us? I need calories, you guys. You caught us on a live, which is awesome. Thanks for joining.
That is funny.
Yeah. Charles and I are on a like Whole Foods, like no carb.
Well, it's not it's not even Whole Foods.
It's like almost Whole Foods.
It's been a juice fast.
It's like a juice fast.
I feel great.
I miss calories.
Here's the thing. Like, I do intermittent fasting every day, and I've been doing 18 hours each day, so I feel fine.
Yeah.
I'm used to it, but
right. I do not. I eat all day long. Trista,
I had to do a special coffee run for her.
Yeah. There's no like bad stuff in this coffee. It's just basically coffee, but
how has our day been?
Good.
Ray Cushing asked. How's your day been?
Hi, Ray.
I haven't seen you all day.
I also need to drink water, apparently. Yeah, I haven't seen you all day. I have been chilling at home with the little one, and we went to swim lessons. So I had a great day. I didn't do much.
Super fun. I've been at the office.
You've been working really hard.
I got here at 10.
Gretchen's here.
What's up, Gretchen? Shout out to our mod. I got here at 10. I didn't take any breaks, and I worked up until 6. But I was doing stuff I loved all day. Like,
yeah,
it was one of those days I was super productive, and it just kind of flew by. Like,
yeah.
I'm actually probably going to work for a few hours after you leave.
How nice for you. I love spending time with Titus at home all day, but I do definitely feel it at the end of the day. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't get anything done. I feel so unproductive. He didn't get a nap today, which means I didn't get any kind of work in whatsoever.
But he'll go down early.
He'll go to bed early, which means
this kid loves to stay up. He definitely is our child. He likes to stay up to like 9:30, 10, and it's not the best for him. So we're trying to shorten it. He also still takes like 2.5 hour naps. It's crazy.
Yeah. So we're trying to like work
we're doing
on
the
schedule
parenting thing of like trying to shorten nap time, get him to sleep a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
No funny business, trolls. We got Gretchen in here today.
Yeah.
So funny.
Don't mess with us. You'll get the Gretchen. I don't know what that means.
We should come up with something funny for that.
You'll get the Gretchen stick.
We'll work on it. So how are you guys doing?
Yeah.
What can we help you out with?
What can we do for you today? I think that's what I miss is like interacting with actual people. I just have Titus Day.
As people as we can get online.
Right.
So funny.
Oh.
Can you put the link today on how to set up a phone call with you? D, that's specifically for our VIP members, which you're in there. So go inside the VIP group and it's pinned to the top. And you'll see the link for my personal calendar. You can schedule calls with me.
It's called
Calendly.
I kept calling it Calendy for a long time.
That's what I called it.
I think that's a better name.
Calendly.
No, I don't like the lead.
It was probably taken is what it was. So
I don't know.
Anyways.
Yeah, and Gretchen will take care of you anyway.
Gretchen's got you taken care of. Thank you. So I the little thumbnail, I just put in there the tagline of like design your life. I think, I don't know, it's been on my mind this week. Especially, this started because yesterday, Titus, our 3-year-old, started swim lessons. And I even told you, like, when we were walking away after, I'm like, how cool was it
It's right in the middle of the day at like 3 o'clock.
In the middle of a Monday, we both just hit pause at the office, went to his swim lessons, and then we came back.
Yeah.
So that, I don't know. I just had a moment where that was really, really cool because we both worked full time before this.
Yeah.
And there's no way we would have been able to just leave work and
no way
go chill there.
Yeah.
So
he probably wouldn't have even gotten swim lessons unless the grandmas would have like coordinated that, which I'm sure that they would have. And hopefully you guys who still have full-time jobs are not sad about this. We're just saying it more as like a motivational, like this is what we've been kind of waiting for. It took us a long time to get here.
Yeah, it took us, everyone sees where we're at now. Like, oh, you guys get to work together. You have the office. You don't have jobs. But it took us literally, it took me, I quit my job holy crap, what's today, the 10th? In 4 days will be my 5th anniversary since I walked away from any job. That was my last massage therapy job I had. So it's going to be kind of crazy. That's when I started. I called it Freedom Beard at the time because I had to be clean shaven. It was a 5-star resort I did massage therapy at. I had to be clean shaven every single day. So I called it Freedom Beard. The day I walked out, I just stopped shaving and I just started growing this out.
I haven't seen your face in 5 years.
No, I'll trim it down short, but I have not been clean shaven in almost 5 years. So that's, I don't know, kind of back to off topic on with that one, but back to topic it was really cool yesterday. I just had one of those moments where I'm like, this is why we like built this.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need the millions. We don't have to do those big sales numbers that sometimes I think people expect us to do the big sales numbers because we're content creators.
Yeah.
But that's just what I want to talk about today was the fact that you need to just look at what you want for your life. Because some of you are perfectly happy with your job, and that's awesome. If you have a job that you're happy with, that's very rare. So keep doing that if it makes you happy.
Right. And
if you just want to build a side hustle, which is, what this channel is all about. If you just want a side hustle with your full-time job, perfect. Do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
But for us, it was the time freedom is what it always came down to. And now that we kind of, we don't have complete time freedom yet, right? We're still working on the financial freedom part of it too. So we do have income goals that we're still working on and building up that.
Mm-hmm.
But for us, we knew the type of lifestyle we wanted because I wanted in the middle of a Monday to just leave the office and go take my boy to swim lessons. And that was kind of a cool moment for me.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was yesterday.
That was
cool.
And then we're kind of flip-flopping with that because swim lessons are intense. It's every day for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Every day. So
your turn tomorrow.
We're going to alternate.
I went today.
It was so nice to have a full day at the office, like full 8 hours, 10 to 6. I'm probably going to still be here for another hour or two after we're done with the show. But today was just super productive. I loved it.
So Trisha, I was reading your comment or question. She has 3 little ones who are off during the summer and it's been hard to get work done. Any advice as far as reselling work? Yes. So when Charles and I had just started this business, we were in our garage and that was super challenging because my son who was, he was 1 when I quit.
Yeah.
But he was closer to 2 years old when I started getting into selling clothing heavily. And so he knew that I was in the garage all the time. And so if I wanted to get any work done, I could leave him in our house, which was just like, 20 feet away, and go into the garage and get some work done. And he would know that I was out there, even if Charles was in the house with him, and come out and bug me, and I couldn't get any work done.
Mm-hmm.
So what I started doing is I hired a babysitter. The nice thing about being in the home while you have a babysitter there is that you don't need like a 16 or 18-year-old very competent CPR trained babysitter, right? You just need someone there to play with your kid, keep him entertained, and make sure he doesn't get into anything that would hurt himself. So I, at the time, hired our friend's 13-year-old. Was she 13 at the time? 12 or 13.
I think 13.
She loved babies. So she would just come into the house and watch Titus for 3 hours or however long I needed. And I locked the garage door and I turned my music up in case he was hitting on the door. And then I just got a bunch of work done. And they'd go outside and play or do whatever that they wanted to do. And it was pretty guilt-free because it wasn't like, oh, I hope he's entertaining himself or they're having a good time. They were, and I could just go and do my work. Mm-hmm. So there's lots of other ways that people have gotten around this. Gretchen uses a timer system. I think she wrote it in here. Let's see. She said, oh no. I do little timers through the day and knock out things 15 to 30 minutes at a time. So you can there's a lot of different methods. Just kind of mess around with a few ideas and see what sticks. And also go into other Facebook groups, especially mom entrepreneur groups, and just ask that same question. I'm sure you're going to get 100 different answers and something will work for you. I'm sure. Edgar, that is the best news. I'm so excited for you. I can't even tell you. Oh, I'm like so excited. Edgar said, my wife and I are getting keys to our small warehouse this Friday. We are so excited. Finally got to be able to have a small online sales station. Thank you for all the helps.
That is incredible. Congrats.
That is awesome.
That's probably one of the coolest feelings we've ever had.
Yeah.
Was the day. Well, you guys all saw it, right? We did the vlogs back then. So you guys can see the transition that we made from our garage to this office that we're in now. If you don't know that, we vlogged the whole thing. So you can go to our channel and see those vlogs.
Yeah.
I think it was episode 3 and 4 that we made that transition. But when you get that key and like you do the initial walkthrough with like the landlord,
there's nothing.
And that's
better.
Cool because you get to see like your future destination. But when they're not there and it's just you and your spouse and you have the key, that's like, holy shit, we're doing this.
Yeah.
It's a really cool feeling. So congrats. That's amazing.
It is sunny season, Gretchen. I was at the pool, so I got a little bit of color.
I'm so happy for sunny season. I'm soaking it up. I want to do as much beach days and river and hiking, and we got to get at least a good camping trip in.
Yeah. Shout out to Sandra. Thanks for the love. I'm reading.
Oh, nice. Edgar's been reselling for 8 years, but this year I was able to quit my job and go full time. And you're getting the office space. That's amazing. Congrats. Once you own your time freedom, like if that's your goal, if you want to own your time freedom, once you have it, I don't know. It would take a pretty desperate situation for me to go back to a regular job. Like especially as a massage therapist,
I'm not sure that you'd
I don't know if I would.
Back.
I've had so many people try to get me to do massage therapy for them, and I'm like, I know I can't go back to a job. I just can't.
Yeah. Let's see. I just saw something. Edgar was talking to somebody about vacation mode on eBay. It will notify customers that you're on vacation and they should expect delayed delivery. That is true, but also make sure that you are, I got burned by this, you guys. I'll tell you my horrible story of eBay.
We have a lot of those stories.
Not a lot. But when you go on
Should
vacation.
we do a failures episode?
Hi, Vandy. Thank you.
Vandy, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it.
When you go on to vacation mode or put your eBay store on vacation mode, that's all well and good, but you also need to please make sure that you put your handling time out. So vacation mode doesn't do anything to delay your obligation to ship. It just lets the customer know that you're on vacation and that it will be a little longer that your item will get shipped out. So your handling time has to be changed on every item. There's a way to do it by bulk. You can do 500 listings at a time, but you want to make sure that you're changing your handling time, because if you don't, eBay will still expect you to ship on however many days that you say you're going to. So if you're going to be gone, Monday through Friday, you're going to want to put your handling time out long enough that you are not going to get into any trouble. So I didn't do that my very first few months of eBay. And so I put my store on vacation mode thinking that it would protect me.
That was our Florida trip.
It was.
Wasn't it? Yeah. We were gone for like 5-6 days.
Yeah, a long time. And I got dinged pretty bad. So it took it took a whole year for that stuff to
come off the account.
Right. So make sure if you're going on vacation, you change your handling time, please. For your account and my conscience.
Somebody asked, how much do we start with? We started with $500. From I went to a 3-day seminar learning what the heck Amazon, FBA, and eBay even was. And then I went home that Monday and just got to work. I took $500. Just went out and did typical RA stuff, going through scanning mindlessly, not knowing what the heck I'm looking at. I didn't know what Keepa was. I didn't know what anything was. I just went out there and scanned a bunch of stuff, found some Dollar Tree puzzles that showed like a $3 or $4 profit. I'm like, heck, let's just ship these in and see what happens. Did my first shipment, got some money back off of that. So then I had like $700 off of that first load. And I took that 700, bought the first pallet. And that was like the big video that you guys have seen too.
Thank you, Jacob.
What's up, Jacob? Thanks so much for the super chat there. Met at RMRC, True Rock Stars. Thanks for the awesome free content. Awesome, man. Thank you. It was great to meet you.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So then I used that $700, bought the first liquidation pallet that you guys saw. And then after that, I flipped that stuff, made I think I made $1,500 on the first one.
Already that we were in Q4 when you started?
No. Yeah. So we started right in Q4.
Right in the middle of Q4.
So the pallet that I bought, if you guys have seen that very first video that we did, well, I did it. You weren't even part of, she had no idea what I was doing. I was just out in the garage until midnight every night.
I think our baby
he was just
8 months old at the time, or less.
Just turning a year. I think December to December. Yeah. So he would have been just turning a year.
That's right.
And so there was 100 units of toys during Q4. So those things flipped quick. I made I want to say it was $1,500 profit. And then I had over $2,000 to work with. And then we just put that $2,000 back into product and just scaled up.
Yeah. It went really fast. And we were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was so
amazing. It was a cool starting point, but we've rolled the capital back into the business as much as we could. And then 4 months down the road, you quit your job to help me because I was going to hire part-time help anyways. And she's like, well, why don't I just come home and do it? So then we just started doing it more full-time and started taking out just bare minimum income that we need to live on. Everything else went back into the business after that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are you still hitting the
called
bins? I got called out.
Are you still hitting the bins? Think the last haul video was 4 months ago.
Okay. Ouch. No.
You should do a haul video.
I have gone to the bins a couple of times. That's all stuff that's listed though. But that was from the bins mostly.
Haul. There's some Coach shoes in there.
Yeah, those were from garage sale.
I don't even know what's in there. I don't do the clothing.
But the clothing was all from the bins. Yes, I've been to the bins a couple of times. I've honestly we've been pretty busy. I'm just trying to keep my head above water with listing. I'm also trying to get my Poshmark closet pretty and stocked and all of that. So I've been very busy. I will be going to the bins next week. You may expect a haul video. I don't know what. Are you
promising the people a haul video?
I promise.
Do you guys want a haul video?
Yes.
People love the haul videos. I like watching haul videos.
I will get one up. I actually went to the bins last Tuesday and I got 6 or 7 coats, tons of coats. I was really excited.
That was a good time to pick them up because they're so cheap.
Yeah.
And really it's only a couple months down the road people start buying that stuff.
Which is a good segue into that question I saw. Are we prepping for Q4? We're thinking about Q4.
Yeah, the official prep hasn't begun yet.
Yeah.
So, and if you guys don't know, I do mostly the Amazon side. She does mostly the eBay side.
Mm-hmm.
Although, quick plug, if you guys did not see, I'm going to do an official YouTube video for it. But I'm reviving an old project that I let slip.
Yeah.
A year ago, I tried to do this. I was so unorganized with how I was tracking stuff. I just completely got overwhelmed and just stopped doing it. But I am reviving the 100 to 10K challenge, where I take $100.
Sounded like you said 210.
210?
100.
I'm going to take
from $100
from $100 to 10,000
to 10,000.
That's the goal. And I'm going to do it only on eBay. That's a big change I'm making. I'm not doing it on Amazon flips because I was finding stuff that people were frustrated about because they were like, hey, if you're trying to show us how to do it, but you're selling Sony stuff on Amazon, not everyone is on getting Sony. So I was like, all right, fair enough. I'm going to make a brand new eBay account. This was all done yesterday. I made a brand new eBay account, a brand new PayPal account. Everything is completely separated. So I have a 100% way to track every flip that is made. So I'm going to start with $100 and I already have the products. I'm going to do primarily electronics, by the way. So I'm going to flip enough electronics to make $10,000 off of $100 buy cost. And I'm showing every single sale that is made. Every item I pick up, every item I sell is all documented and tracked. It is on Instagram. So you just need to look up. And if you're watching the recording, I'll put it in the description, but just look up 100 to 10K challenge. That's the Instagram handle. So you can go follow that. It is all officially done, ready. I'm actually going to take my photos tonight and get the first products listed and hopefully get a few quick flips done and start the snowball effect.
It's exciting.
So that's kind of one of my little, like, not really a Q4 prep, but something I'm doing with the eBay side, just making a completely separate account. It is going to be a public store, by the way, so you can follow it. What did we end up going with? Oh, it was SHP Tech. SHP for Side Hustle Pros. SHP Tech. That's going to be the eBay store name if you want to go follow that. But aside from that, Amazon side, we're switching over to wholesale. It's been a long transition, but right now we're starting to sell through some of our products that we did get on that wholesale order that we talked about a couple weeks ago.
I guess we thought that like shipping from a wholesale like vendor would take a lot less time than it did.
Well, some of them do. This one took.
We were just waiting a while.
Yeah, this one took almost a month for shipping because I had to go from manufacturer to distributor to here.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more time I thought it was going to be. We put a good chunk of capital into it too. So we went pretty deep on one type of product. And then we have a second line of products. It's 8 different variations. That's actually, there's a big load of it going into Amazon tomorrow. So that should be a pretty good spike in sales. And that kind of snowballs into our Q4. And there's a couple specific products that my distributor carries that I'm going to go heavy on in Q4 because I know based on Keepa that they sell like crazy during Q4. So I'm excited to get going into that.
Okay. I did see a question about,
are you going to talk about your eBay Q4 stuff or Poshmark? What are you doing for Q4? That was for the Amazon side.
Doing more of what I'm doing. I think we're going to put more toys on eBay. I've got to do a little more research. If anyone does toys for eBay during Q4, I'd like to talk to you. Do you get a lot of traction? I feel like it's all about the Amazon, right? Like everybody is expecting that 2-day to receive their items in 2 days. And so I can put all these toys on same day handling, which I'm totally game to do. I'm just wondering, I don't want to buy a lot of toys and then sit on them. So I'm just wondering where the market goes. I've really only ever done used items on eBay. So I'm a little nervous, but yeah. Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Talk to me. Do you have suggestions on effective organization for listing, in parentheses, all like items at once, then pictures, and then list, and then store them? Basically, that's yes, exactly how I do it. I'll prep everything, and then I'm very fortunate to have found someone who I have come in once a week, and she does photos for about 4 or 5 hours. So I will prep everything, put everything in like piles. So like tops, dresses, coats, everything in like piles, make sure everything's clean, de-tagged or de-stickered, and just looking really perfect and ready to be photographed. And then she will come in, do the photographs and the measurements. She writes them down in a notebook. And then I go through the notebook one by one and create listings. I do that by bulk. So I'll do like 20 at a time. And then I just save those as drafts and then upload the photos from my phone and then make them live. It sounds really complicated when I say it all out like that, but it's really not.
But we're getting really good at outsourcing as much as we possibly can now because we've seen the impact that it has, especially when we're talking about efficiency. Once you master something, you start to do more of it. Start to outsource those things like the photos. Just the fact that you don't have to photo your stuff helps a ton. I was just scrolling down through here.
There was an LLC question. You missed it. Go back.
I gotta find it.
In between. Yep, right there.
All right. Did you guys start with a sole proprietorship? When did you transition into an LLC? We did start as sole proprietor. And then we did transition to an LLC probably a year in, something like that.
Yeah.
Once we really started to once we decided we wanted to make it a more legit business, especially when you get into wholesale. Companies want to see you're a legit business. They don't like selling just to flippers. They want to sell to businesses.
I don't know that they would sell to you if you don't have an LLC.
I mean, some of them might, but if you want to get legit accounts, then I would definitely recommend you come up with at least an established business name as a DBA as bare minimum. And that's completely anything tax related or, LLC, proprietorship, all that kind of stuff. Of course, talk to your CPA and figure out what's best for you. That's just what we personally did.
Right. Getting an LLC, though, is so easy and super worth it. I mean, I think our state costs $100.
Yeah, it was $100.
I don't know if it changes state to state, but
it does.
It does.
Yeah, each state's going to be completely different. So you just need to go to your government website and see what the process is for your LLC. You can use companies like LegalZoom. They're going to charge like $250. Minimum. That's like intro just to get anything done.
Yeah.
Some people don't like to deal with it, so they just pay their CPA or pay LegalZoom or a different company. Ours was super easy. We just go onto our .gov website for Oregon, and it's simple paperwork to fill out online. It's all done e-version and
e-version.
It's e-version. There's no physical papers. It's all on the e. You pay your $100 and then you're good to go. So it's easy.
All on the E.
It's all on the E.
The interwebs.
The interwebs.
Oh man. You're crazy, man.
All right. What is Q4? Q4 is the final 3 months of the year, fourth quarter, and that's basically prime time for selling.
Christmas time. People don't care. It's so crazy to me that people don't care what prices are in Q4. They will pay crazy amounts for things. Like, it just boggles my mind.
Do you leave the price on the package when you ship to Amazon or eBay? Never leave the price on stuff.
No. Don't do that.
All right. See if we can bust through these. Ooh, here's a good one.
Fast.
And I already know I'm going to have to deal with this myself too. Ray. Getting ready to start selling on eBay after 5 years away. I will have PayPal fund hold on first 25 items. Any problems with PayPal? How often should I transfer money from PayPal to bank? So PayPal, if you are a brand new account, and I'm going to have to deal with this too, just because I literally yesterday opened up that new account for the new eBay, and they're going to put a hold on your funds for between 3 and 4 weeks typically. What I would recommend is upgrade it to a business PayPal, and you can get a debit card that's linked directly to your PayPal account. So you never actually have to transfer it to your bank. If you want to keep your business money in the business, then that's one way that people do it, is you can just use the PayPal fund and use your PayPal debit card.
That's how we do it.
That's how we do it for our main account. It's all linked through that PayPal card, and you get 1% cash back. So that's super nice.
1%.
But as far as PayPal issues, I mean, of course, there's horror stories about PayPal issues, but I've never personally.
We've never had a problem.
Dealt with any. I might with a new account. I don't know. We've had our account for several years, so I might deal with something. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted.
Jacob said that Poshmark is fabulous. So I believe you. I'm actually really impressed with how quickly the listing is going. And I'm totally honest with you guys. I don't really understand all the sharing and the liking and the following quite yet. I just watched a few YouTube videos last night on just that, like sharing. I didn't realize that I should have been sharing my own products this whole time. I've been sharing everybody else's.
Are you making your Poshmark open?
Yeah, it's called Trista Thrifts. I actually might change the name because I'm wondering if thrift sounds maybe too cheap, or I don't know. Like, I might change the name.
You do Trista Deals.
Can you change your Poshmark name? I don't know. I will have to look into it. I might be changing it if I am allowed.
Vandy's Closet says if you share on the computer, it's really quick.
I do share on the computer. I did figure that out the first week I was doing the mobile app, and that takes a really long time, especially if you don't have great cover or cell reception. It takes a while to load, and yeah.
Oh, cool. I love the haul videos. I'm in Gresham, so your videos let me know what I can actually find in the area. Super cool.
Sweet. Oh, wait, go back. You missed one.
Did I miss one? About the $100 challenge, can you tell us what items have sold between videos today and the last video? It's been a year since I did that original video. There was maybe, I want to say $2,000 worth of stuff that sold. I know for a fact 1,500 because that's what I had on the Instagram account. There's probably about $2,000. It was just hard to track because it was all being mixed in the one account that we do all of our main stuff in, and I was having a hard time tracking. Okay, if I spend 100 and I make 150, I have to keep track of how much to pull out, and that's my spending money.
Right.
And once it got to be over $1,000, because you're not, it's not all at the same time. You don't spend 100, make 150.
Right.
You spend 100, a few things sell, but there's still some of the original stuff in there.
Yeah.
It was just a bad way of tracking. I was super unorganized with it.
So this time you opened a different PayPal? Yeah.
New PayPal, new eBay account. Everything is 100% separate.
Yeah.
And it's going to be super easy to track.
There you go.
And every single item that is found and flipped is going to be on that Instagram channel. So you just have to subscribe to that. I will be doing probably a monthly update here on this YouTube channel as well.
Sweet.
So I'll do a report each month.
Wait, stop. You keep going so fast.
Sorry, what'd I miss? Those are the ones we just did.
Flacco's beer reviews. What? You review beer?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Hold on,
I'm so impressed.
I gotta take a picture of this so I can look it up later. I'm in Portland area, so I'm a huge beer fan. That is
really, really exciting for you.
Sign me up.
If you ever need help reviewing, he'll help you out.
I will definitely do a review.
Watch out, Trista. Separate bank accounts. Funkos and shoes, right?
People know me too well.
They do. They know
Funkos
you very well.
and shoes.
It's okay.
All right, then we got...
He doesn't know that Poshmark doesn't pay out unless you request a payout. So that's technically a separate bank account.
You got your own little funding going on.
Yeah,
right?
you have my habits, idea.
Let's be honest, my habits are way more expensive than yours.
Right.
I'm I want a new webcam that's $200. I want this. I want that.
Yeah, and I'm I might go get my nails done this month. I don't know. It's bad.
Sorry, guys. The chat keeps bumping all the way down. All right, here we go.
More Funkos.
Oh, nice. We finally did our first sell on eBay, and while we were super excited, I can't help but wonder how long one can do this hustle as we get older. Thoughts? I recently heard private label is dead.
Where'd you hear that from?
Private label is not dead. You're going to hear, I can't tell you how many times I've heard retail arbitrage is dead. Online arbitrage is dead. Where your focus goes, power flows is one of my favorite quotes. And that's 100% true in whatever you do here. I can point you to $1 million sellers that do private label, $1 million sellers that do thrifting, $1 million sellers that do wholesale, RA, the list goes on and on. There's $1 million sellers in all the categories.
Yep.
It just depends on what you want to do and what's going to fit your lifestyle.
Yep.
Now, is doing garage sales and thrifting full-time going to be something you can do for 20, 30, 40 years? Yes, if you want to go out and do that every day, because it's a grind. You have to go out and put in the time. That's the hard part with doing anything retail arbitrage based,
right?
Thrifting, etc. is you have to go out there and find stuff. Private label, wholesale, these are a lot easier to scale and automate. So you can make, so you can make a huge income and really not put in as many hours as it would take to do like a thrifting based business model.
However, those models may take a lot more. They do take a lot more capital up front. So we always tell people that thrifting, RA, OA, doing eBay especially are great gateways into those higher level selling platforms or models. So
Jacob said, I'll send you the $100, bring it to 10K and lay me back 1,000. You keep the other 9. Sold.
That's so funny.
Where am I?
Business person.
Oh, I get a handle on these questions again. Where am I sourcing most of my products from? Retail stores and wholesalers. Sorry, if you're looking for specific suppliers and specific products, you're not going to find it. You're not going to find that from anyone.
Yeah.
It took us years to develop systems and methods and connections and relationships that we have to find the stuff that we have. And if I go run my mouth on what exact suppliers we're using, what exact products we're flipping, of course, we're going to share some of the stuff like thrift store finds, general clearance items. I don't mind sharing any of that because it's accessible to everybody.
Right.
But if we're talking about like suppliers, not happening.
But he did ask another good question.
Have you bought or would you recommend any wholesale online courses? I'm not going to say anything yet, but message me. I haven't done like an official announcement yet. It's coming soon.
It's coming.
But it's not going to be ours. Let me just clarify. We're not producing the course. But there's a course coming out, and if you want on the email list, it's going to be wholesale based. If you want in on the wait list for that, we will be throwing in our own bonuses with it. You need to email me, Chaz, that's Chaz, not Chad. I get 50-50. It's half Chad, half Chaz. My email is half Chaz. I'm not even
Hey,
kidding.
Chad.
So Chaz, Chaz, at sidehustlepros.com. Email me if you want to get on the wait list for the #1 wholesale course I'm going to recommend. It does drop at the end of August. September 1st, I think, is like the official launch day, but we're going to start promoting a little bit earlier than that. So email me and I can get you on the one I would recommend.
We read that question.
Oh, that is very true. Toys in Q4 this year is going to be huge with Toys R Us out of the picture.
So Jacob, have you done eBay toys before? I didn't even think about that. So what he's saying, you guys, is that because Toys R Us is out of the picture now, there's huge opportunity for toy sales this Q4 because that huge retailer that space is gone. So, aside from everybody buying up their really great deals, there's also a huge opportunity to sell just because they're not on the market. So good point.
Can you send her my way? I've got more than 100 video games I don't want to photo. Can outsource the outsourcing.
I was we know this person because Charles went to school with her. We live in a really small town, but she's so great. She does
when you find good people, it's hard to find really good people.
Yeah, I would say she does 80% of my photos.
What do you think will be the big items Q4 examples being fingerlings, Hatchimals? It's too early to tell because every year it's a different toy, a different thing that becomes big. And usually the hot toys aren't even out until like later in the summer. Like for example, last year, a couple times I've mentioned this, but I don't think I have in a while. So we sold about 600 fingerlings last Q4. And I was only able to do that and get a hold of that many because I caught on to them at the end of August.
And we were selling them in the summer.
Yeah, literally August time. I think it was the second week in August that I found the first one. It was a brand new listing. The listing was like 2 days old or something like that.
Yeah.
Brand new listing, brand new toy. It was honestly just a shot in the dark. I thought this is got to be worth something. So I scanned it. There was like a $4 or $5 profit in it. And I just sent a couple of them in. They sold. And next thing I know, the demand for them, the rank drops, right? Closer to 1. So the rank dropped, which is great. The price started to increase a little bit. And then by really like the end of September, all the Facebook groups caught on to what the big hot item was going to be. And fingerlings was one of them. And luckily I was ahead of the game, and I had sourcers that were working for me. So they knew exactly what to go buy. And I was paying them a $5 finder's fee for everyone that they found. They pay 15. Well, I paid for them, but they knew that if they found them for 15, they're going to make 5. And I had one guy in particular. This guy found probably 400. The other gal found 200. So I had 2 people. One of them found 500 of them. He made his money. I got to make mine, but I caught on to it early. So right now it's still a little bit too early to tell.
And we tested the market. It wasn't like we went and bought 100 to try them out.
It was a lot of trial with it.
Yeah. So. Don't ever do that. Like if you think that this widget is going to be, as far as RA goes, this widget's going to be the thing for Christmas, like don't put all your eggs in one basket. And we didn't. We still were buying many other items for Q4. That wasn't the only SKU we had for sure.
Do you sell across international marketplaces? Yes, we do. So in side hustles, I know eBay is probably one of the best starters. Where should I get the items to sell on eBay? I would definitely recommend starting with thrift stores.
No, start in your house.
Oh yeah, house. Duh. I missed the easiest one.
Do the free part first.
Do the free part first. Especially if you're coming in with like no budget. Like if you got less than $100 to play with, then definitely start with your house, stuff laying around your garage. Yeah. Especially if you're looking at higher end items like electronics, video games, higher ticket items are good.
It's crazy the things people forget that they have in their house, like iPhones.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's an iPhone 5 or 6.
We still have your old phone sitting around that's worth a couple $100.
I know. It's got a bunch of pictures on it.
I know. We gotta clear that off and sell it.
See, like we have stuff hanging around our house.
Yeah.
Like there's always stuff. And definitely look up things that you wouldn't even think of. Voice recorders, the little Discman players,
everything,
Polaroid camera, like anything that you have at home, start there first. And then like Charles said, go to thrift stores, look up stuff, look on eBay, see what's selling. Don't just stab in the dark. Make some more educated guesses by looking at what's actually selling and not just like, oh, I think that this might sell because I like it. Well, it doesn't really matter if you like it. It matters if there's a market for it, if people are buying it.
Yeah.
So.
And then going up from there, garage sales, thrift stores, Goodwills.
Yeah.
And just work your way up.
And this is the last one. This is it. Sell stuff you like to sell. I would not be good at selling video games. I'm not good at them. Am I good at video games?
Obviously,
He's really great at selling video
game seller.
I am original. Not. So sell things you like. It keeps it fun.
Question, please. Do you find items with high rank on Amazon sell better on eBay, or does Amazon mirror eBay in sells?
That's a good question.
Rarely do you find them really mirroring each other. It works vice versa, because I've seen items that sell better on Amazon for a better price and faster. And I've also seen items that sell for a better price and faster on eBay.
Yeah.
What I tell people is take the item and cross-check both platforms and make a decision which one you're going to go with, because sometimes you'll have an instance like that where the rank is really high on Amazon and it's selling faster on eBay, but for a little bit less money. So you have to make that decision of, do I want a quick flip for less ROI, or do I want to hold on to an Amazon for a better profit? And that I can't tell you which one to do because it's your business and you need to choose which model you want to go for. Got Rakin Profit in the house. What's up, dude?
I always assume your name is Rakin, like your first name.
Yeah, his last name's Profit. You didn't know that?
But it's Steve, you guys. It's Steve. Hi, Steve.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm scrolling like a maniac.
You scroll way back up. I was already past that one. Scroll happy over here.
Poshmark is crushing it.
How would you sell an item that has a price on it that's part of the package? You cannot remove it.
We had that problem.
I've sold some stuff like that, and what I do is I buy what are they called? Holographic stickers or security stickers. And you can buy whether they're little round ones or rectangle ones, and you can just put that on there. So it looks like a security sticker and it covers up the price.
Yep.
That's one thing we've done.
They are kind of a bummer, though. I hate it when they do that.
I know.
Those packages.
You can change your Posh name only one time.
I only get one try, you guys.
So you better make it good.
Better make it good. I don't know. I just feel like Trista Thrifts is maybe not the vibe I want to put off. Everyone's all about like the vibe they put off and like the community, and I'm like, my head is,
make it good. You got one shot.
My head is spinning, you guys.
Oh, Gretchen kicking butt. Hit 2,700 shares. Kicking butt.
Louise. So are you sharing your own stuff, Gretchen? Because I didn't know I was supposed to be doing that. I was just sharing other people's stuff. I'm stressed out.
Jacob, thank you for the other super chat. We're scrolling through the chat we saw. Watch out. Looks like Steve Rakin is in the chat. Loving this Q&A. Everyone should send some super chats. That's so funny. Appreciate the support.
So funny.
15,000 shares on Poshmark.
Wow.
Dragon's Fire.
That is really cool, you guys.
What is the Rakin coming in with the tough ones? What is the number one challenge you guys are working on overcoming in your current business?
What is my
I feel like we both have completely separate roles, so we would have separate answers.
What's yours?
Mine, right off the top of my head, is capital, because I have been busting my butt to get our credit score up, because we've had credit cards that were maxed out for the last couple of years, because we were doing the typical stuff of just like paying minimum. And it was always holding our credit score back from, because we want to get a house. We rent right now. We want to get a house, and obviously you need better credit than what we had. So I've been busting my butt, but why that affected our capital was, instead of rolling 100% of our business profits back into the business like we recommend, we were taking profits to pay off credit card debts and other debts that we have too. And we have killed it, like in a good way.
Really good job.
I mean, I won't share numbers, but our credit score bumped up 80 points in the last like 4 to 5 months, because I've been kicking ass with it. But that left me.
This is a family show, man.
I'm sorry, kicking butt.
Sorry, you guys.
But that left me in a position of not having the capital I want to go put into our wholesale orders that I have. I have suppliers I can buy from any day. I need the capital to go in there and do it. And so that's been my current struggle. Is it's like a personal goal versus a business goal, right?
Yeah.
Like the personal goal is get that credit score up, pay off the personal consumer debt that we had, be done with that. Our credit score goes up, and
school
then
loans, all of that stuff.
The cool part is, like, once you get a better credit score, you get access to higher credit card limits, you get the rewards cards, and you can access business loans. So that's kind of my business goal too. But that's been a personal struggle for me. It's not a bad thing, right? We're kicking butt with the personal goals.
I'm definitely not ashamed to say that we've been working really hard to get
now. If I said
and
we were lacking capital because we were eating out every day and I was buying too many Funkos for my collection, that would be a different thing.
That's where our money is going.
That would be a different thing.
Funkos.
So that's been my personal like struggle, if you call it, but it's been kind of a win at the same time. It's been a really hard like balancing act with the capital thing.
You haven't bought a Funko in like a month.
I haven't.
More. I haven't a really long time.
Anyone who knows me, I haven't bought my own. I haven't bought personal shoes, personal Funkos.
Yeah.
Tech equipment. That's another little. Well, that's all. That's technically a business write-off, but I haven't bought tech equipment.
Yep.
Like the things I would normally invest in and buy, I haven't bought any.
And we're kind of travel addicts, and we canceled a couple trips this summer.
Yeah,
because we
unfortunately,
were
we
like,
did.
we have goals, and these don't align with our goals, so we canceled them.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Like for example, eBay Open. Unfortunately,
We're not going.
That was one of them we had to cancel because we're looking at, okay, do we spend $2,000 on the trip? It would be an amazing trip. We get to meet everybody, host a meetup. We love doing that. But man, I've been on this roll with this personal goal of ours. And we just decided, I'd rather take $2,000, put it towards debt, and just keep climbing that credit rank that we're on right now.
Yep.
So
my goal or my challenge lately has been eBay. I have a love-hate relationship with eBay right now. So just kind of troubleshooting why my sales are going down. I know that everyone talks about summer slowdown, but this doesn't feel like that. I mean, I've only been through one other summer, but this feels different, and I've had some challenges with the picture thing. I've got some listings that are missing photos, but also, I don't know. I'm definitely feeling the eBay slowdown. So in response to that, I'm trying to focus more on Poshmark. I've been doing some local deals, and that's kind of my challenge right now. And just kind of figuring out what's going on with my eBay store. So
yeah, that.
There's a lot of chatting going on.
Love it, guys.
Yes, I used to buy hard to find toys and resell them on eBay. Also sold lots of toys, Amazon.com. Now I'm all POD.
Print on demand.
Oh.
Yeah, Jacob does 100% merch.
Nice.
Right now.
Um
Yeah, end of August is what I would personally recommend. It could happen sooner. I don't know. That's just based on last year. I started looking at the end of the summer on kind of new toys that were coming out, because I think strategically some companies that are toy companies, I think I could be dead wrong. I don't know. People that have been in this game way longer than me can definitely give you better advice than I can. But based on my experience so far, I think toy companies strategically try to drop new products towards the end of summer because they want to ramp up for Q4 and make it a high demand product. But for now, we have no idea what the new hot thing is going to be. And there was even stuff that came out later in Q4 that turned out to be amazing.
Yeah.
And the hard part is once the Facebook groups, once the YouTube community, once the Instagram community kind of catches on to the hot toy, it gets really hard to find them.
Yeah.
Like LOL balls and all that kind of stuff was so hard to find.
And it was funny, like no one talked about it online because you don't want to oversaturate that quickly, and
yeah, there was no way at the end of August I was going to get on YouTube like, hey guys, I found these fingerlings. I think they're going to be good.
These finger monkeys.
Like, I love y'all, but if I find really good stuff, I'm not going to saturate it by putting it out on at least on this YouTube channel. Like our VIP group, they get a little bit more inside info than what the big public channels get.
Okay. We have not done anything for back to school before as far as RA. Oh no, I scrolled too fast again. Wow, Sherry. Also keep your eyes open on trash day. I just grabbed 2 chairs, one worth 200, the other ranges from 3 to 7.
That is cray.
What? You must live in a very nice area. I don't know that I'd pick up any chairs around me and sell them for $700.
Tristology.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's so funny. It sounds like a shake that we used to drink all the time.
I'd vote for that one. That is so funny. Yeah, try Let It Go, offer up Craigslist first. Also, Facebook Marketplace. Toss it up on all your local platforms.
Yeah.
Wow, that's smart. Do something with Posh in the name. That way it will come up in Google searches.
Oh my gosh. That is so smart, you
That is
guys.
super smart.
Key lime kisses.
You could do like
I'm going to kiss you.
you could do like Trista's Posh Life or something like that.
I don't know. Oh, no. Yes, Jacob. That sucks. We're working on it. A great Poshmark name. Trista's Treasures. There we go.
Ooh, there you go. Treasures is always a good one.
Thrifty Santa, you're here.
Got the Santa in the house.
Oh.
Vandy's Closet messaged me on Instagram.
Get on it.
I'm on it. If it's in my other folder, I have not tackled my other folder yet. I was so happy. I got my inbox down to 0 like a week and a half ago.
That is totally your question.
Any tips on selling rare vintage electronics? I have something with only 2 listings on eBay, both around $500 and not near the condition mine is in, and no sold history. My first question would be, how old are the current listings? And follow up to that is those types of items, and this is based on me personally, those are my buy and holds, especially if you have a way better condition.
Mm-hmm.
I price high, and I'm going to sit on that as long as it takes to make the sale. Now, if 6 months and a year goes by and I still have the thing, obviously I don't want to hold on to it that long, but those are more of my buy and hold items. But the other flip side to that is, if the current ones at 500 have not sold, is the price too high for what a regular customer is wanting to buy, right? Or pay.
Right.
So you might, I don't know.
Try also Googling, just putting that item into Google, because eBay only shows the last 90 days of sales.
Yeah.
So it's probably sold before, even on some other marketplace. It can't hurt to put it into Google and see if you can't find any other comps.
That's usually what I do when I have stuff that I just can't find comps for. I usually just Google it and see where it's been floating around, because sometimes it's just weird other marketplaces that it's sold on before. It kind of gives you a ballpark number. But if it's one of those like rare vintage items, I typically price high and I just let them sit, because I want to get the best bang for my buck, especially if I have a better condition item. Like I've got a stereo right now. It's missing a specific type of knob I'm trying to hunt down. I'm going to replace it. I paid $40 and it's worth about $300 to $400. Mine's in better shape than all the other listings that are sitting at about $250 to $300. So I'm going to price mine high, and I'm totally good with just letting it sit for a while.
Yep.
If 5-6 months goes by and it's still not moving, getting any traction, I might drop the price and see what I want to do with it after that.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thanks, Jacob. Appreciate it. Inbox 0, where it's at. It was only at 0 for like a couple hours, and then it's back up to 99 plus. So I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. I'm chipping away at my inbox every day.
We need to teach Titus how to read so he can go through your inbox.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? I've had so many people that are telling me, they're like, "Hey, why don't you just get a bot that auto replies?" I'm like,
Can you do that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can get chat bots do anything for you if you want.
That's interesting.
I can tell you guys right now, I will never outsource like my direct contact stuff. That's always me you're talking to.
See, I cannot be trusted with this thing.
You can't. What are you doing?
I'm so sorry. Peggy.
Doing crazy.
Poshy Peggy.
Poshy Peggy, yes.
Peggy was on my call last night. So funny.
That is awesome. Jacob asks, what are your favorite activities to do before September? Like our summer, basically.
Oh, like our summer activities?
Because we're in Portland area.
Yeah, we only get like 3 months.
We only get really
weather.
June through August is like our prime time for sun. So what's your favorite summertime activities?
We haven't done it yet, but I love going to the river for the day. Just go.
Got a river like 10 minutes away that we used to go to all the time.
Take some snacks, sit in the river. It's pretty fun. We try to go camping a couple times a year. What else do we do? We go to the beach, which is like an hour from us. So we go to the beach a lot.
Hiking is
We try to get some hiking trips in.
If there's one like
normal stuff,
outdoor activity, especially here in the Northwest, we've got mountains and hills and trees and beach and all that stuff within 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
So we're super blessed in the area we live in. Hiking is probably my number one. Like if I can, that's my way that if I ever mentally burn out, which happens to all of us, I talked about on Instagram earlier today. If I ever mentally burn out or just like need a break from something, if I just get on a hike, then that completely resets me every time.
Yeah. Kind of normal stuff. I like to kayak. You don't love it.
I don't.
He doesn't.
I'm a wider like frame person, so it's not super comfortable for me to kayak.
He doesn't like,
especially the kayak that I last kayaked in. Your sister's. We had these kayaks we took on a
like
camping
this
trip.
Baby kayak.
And I had this baby kayak, and I flipped over going down a rapid. I'm like, I'm done. This is. I'm not built for kayaking. It's relaxing.
The funniest thing, though.
Don't get me wrong, it's relaxing, but after
my gosh,
after flipping over in the
so
middle
funny.
of a rapid on a small kayak, I was kind of done.
If
I get one that's,
I forgot all about that.
So every kayak I've ever been in is like that. They're super small. So if I get one that fits me for like a 6 foot,
if you get like a fishing kayak or like a sea kayak, I think you would like that better. But we just have regular,
or like those super spendy ones we saw at that last garage sale.
Yeah, he wanted. Oh
my god, they would have been so worth it though. Those were so nice.
We would have kissed our debt goal goodbye.
Yeah, that would have been
sure.
Set us back a couple $1,000.
Oh yeah, we like to do normal stuff.
I'm around 70 items on eBay, selling about $400 a month. For now, been taking advantage of the free listings. Should I upgrade to the first level of a store or keep pushing without a store?
So do whatever makes financial sense. So if your listing fees are exceeding what a premium store would cost, then I would go with the premium store. You can, we have premium and we get 1,000 listings. So it just makes whatever makes financial sense. If it's going to cost you more to have the store and you're doing fine with a basic, then I wouldn't. But it's totally up to you.
Yeah, I think it comes down to like if you want to maintain where you're at, you're good just chilling where you're at. If you want to really scale and grow, I'd personally go for a store if you know that, again, financially, if it's going to make sense for you.
Yeah. Do the math though. That's what I had to do at the beginning. Like once we got to that space of having too many listings, then that we were paying a lot more in fees than we could have been if we were just using a premium store, then we switched over. So
Marianne, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate it.
Sweet. Do you guys use free shipping or buyer pay shipping on eBay? And why? So I am doing free shipping because we are in the top rated plus. Thank you.
I'm going to be cooking you some food tonight. Don't worry.
So hungry. So for that reason, we're sticking with free shipping. I'm not impressed with free returns. So that might be changing in my store fairly soon.
It did go up, especially this last like 4 weeks. I feel like it almost doubled.
It's been crazy. So at this point, I don't know if it's worth it to keep the top rated plus because of the free returns. And people, I feel like, are more ready to return because there's no cost to them. So maybe they're being a little trigger happy on buying, and then they get it, have buyer's remorse, and then return it. That is on me.
I feel like especially because you do clothing, and clothing and shoes naturally are a higher return rate anyways.
Yeah.
I feel like because you do clothing and they know it's free returns, they have this like, oh, I'm going to try it on type of mentality. I'm just going to try it on and return it. That's kind of what I feel like they would be doing.
Yeah. We are getting close to our hour, you guys. Yeah, Peggy, Peggy said, check out the eBay fee illustrator to see which store to subscribe to. That's what I did. Just do a little research, figure out what you're paying now, and then figure out what it would cost to upgrade.
Mercari pays for returns.
Interesting.
I probably should get into the Mercari game.
We haven't done Mercari just because it feels like one more platform we have to learn.
I have the app. So here's the bad thing. I downloaded the app. It's on my phone. I downloaded it like 4 or 5 months ago.
I sold something on there a
Did
while
you?
ago, and the balance is still on there, I think.
So I downloaded it. I didn't do anything after that.
Yeah.
Can I buy an item on Amazon and resell it on the same listing? Yes, you can. But you cannot buy something using your Prime benefits to then resell on Amazon. So you can't so it's called an Amazon to Amazon flip. You cannot use your Prime membership as a customer to get your 2-day shipping to then resell on your seller account. Does that make sense? So you have to open up a separate, and this is only talking to the ones that have a Prime membership. You have to create basically a new Amazon customer account that is non-Prime, or you can just not choose the Prime shipping, either one. Either way, just don't do the Prime shipping and you're still within TOS. But yes, you can. It's called Amazon to Amazon flips.
TOS is terms of service, if you don't know.
Points of service. Thanks again, Jacob. Do you guys sell on Etsy? Do you guys cross list?
I don't sell on Etsy. I used to sew a lot, and I had a store on Etsy selling my purses. I don't do that anymore because I don't have time. I miss it, but I don't have time. So I've been on the platform before. I only usually sell, used clothing. So I don't feel like I have a market that Etsy would be great for. Yeah.
And cross listing, I'll cross list stuff from Amazon FBA and multi-channel fulfill it to eBay.
Yeah.
So whether I have like slow moving inventory or stuff that it's just been, I guess the same thing, sitting there for a while, then I'll check what the prices are going for on eBay. And if they're worth it, then I'll just multi-channel fulfill, which is cross listing.
And then I cross post to
Posh Life.
Poshmark.
All right, crew. We are near the end of our session today. Thank you so much for being on here, guys. You guys are all amazing. Trista does so.
I do.
Trista doesn't like to talk about herself. Trista she's got all kinds of skills, and like, especially when it comes to crafts.
Yeah.
Like your whole family, they're insane when it comes to anything people. Crafting, building. Like she built we don't have it now, but she built our dining room table.
I have it. It's at Mom and Dad's house.
It's a year and a half ago or something like that. Yep. Literally out of nowhere, I came home one day and she's like, "Hey, I'm going to build us a table." Who does that?
You get bored when you're a stay-at-home mom.
We're in a small town, so that's yeah. So she's crazy good with anything crafting, sewing. You could pretty much fix anything. And then she made these purses that were legit.
Speaking of fixing something, I didn't tell you yet.
Oh no. What'd you break?
Our washer's broken.
Again? Oh.
This is real life, you guys.
No.
I haven't seen him all day. So real world problems. I don't know what is going on. It made that weird noise, the beep, 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 and then it just stopped. So
we had a washer issue like a couple months ago, so this is fun.
Yeah.
We might actually have to buy like a good washer.
It's never boring at our house.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes.
You are so welcome, Margaret. I do my best to make sure we don't pass up any questions, but if you guys get missed, because the scrolling on our end is very weird.
Pain in the butt.
So if we are missing your questions, just repost them. And if we don't find it missing, we will, or Gretchen will for sure.
Gretchen's on it.
Gretchen is our moderator and she is thebomb.com.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you can do us a huge, huge favor and you want to support us, just hit that thumbs up button, drop a comment below if you're watching the recording. That really does help out the channel, help support us. And aside from that, quick wrap up. If you want to follow the new challenge that I'm going to be starting, actually tonight, I'm going to get the first listings up.
Yep.
If you want to follow the eBay store name, it is SHP Tech. You can follow that. And then if you want to follow the Instagram account, which is where I'm going to document like 99% of everything that goes on, the other 1%, I'll do a monthly report here on YouTube.
Yep.
But you can follow 100 to, not the number 2, like TO. So 100 to 10K challenge is what that one's called. You'll see it pop up. Give those a follow. Somebody mentioned earlier what I recommend for a wholesale course. I'm not going to announce it yet, but there is a wholesale course coming out in September that I'm going to back 100%. So if you want to get in on that, email me, chaz@sidehustlepros.com, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Hit us up on Instagram anytime, Side Hustle Pros. I'm getting better at DMing every single day, hitting you guys up with your questions. But you guys have an amazing evening. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Thanks for joining. Oh, and hit the like button on your way out. Bye.
See you guys.